Right, making an idea a reality. So this can work in any context, but if you've got an idea, so say for me, the reality is I get a number of people who want to join our group, and come and help their training and boost their running by being part of our group. But after saying yes, they then can't get over that hurdle to find the time. So how do you go from something being an idea to making it reality? So first, some vague strategies is how to prioritize, how to make the appointment and stick to it, how to teach other people that this is your time, and to bug somebody else in that time, maybe turn off your phone, and make it so you can actually get there. And you want it to be enjoyable, so it's not a challenge. Often there's a fear, and so you start putting up barriers and things like that. So I wanted to go over some basic ideas and hurdles for helping people get over that. So in theory, as we say, you make the time, you find the time, you make a bit of a plan, book the appointments, tell everybody what you're doing, write it in big letters on the fridge or the wall planner or your shared calendar or something with your friends and family if you need to. Announce it to the world on Facebook, whatever it takes to make people realize that this is when you're training and this is what you're doing. The louder you speak it, the more people will help and support you. Put it up on your wall what it is you're going to do, what you're going to achieve, and it'll remind you every day, and as much as remind them. Also, so for mums, is often a challenge in feeling that guilt of not being there for the kids at every beck and call, not picking them up from every training, or not sitting through and watching every training, because to find time, sometimes the best time is while they're training to go out and do your run or exercise as well. Another way is, it's got to be fun. If it's all a drag and hard work, then you're not going to keep it up. And we want this to be a lifetime thing and not just a short thing. But we also want to make it easy, so you don't want it to be a huge challenge and a real fight to get out every time. So to get that real hurdle, as I said, speak it loud. The louder you say it, the more everybody knows it, and the more they're going to support and help you to do it. And if they're not, they're probably not the people that you should be worrying about or listening to as well. You want to find the people who are going to support you. You want to be surrounded by people who are going to energize you and inspire you, not by people who go and say it's a bad idea and you better come out for us with a drink, or bad mum and you should be there with your kids every night at dinner. Instead, you want people around to support you. So the other thing I feel is a good idea is, if you're finding that these barriers are coming up, is ways to repair it and prioritize everything that could go wrong, and decide the ones you're going to be there. If a kid breaks a leg or needs to go in an ambulance, you probably need to be there. If they've had a bump at school, doesn't matter if Nana picks them up instead of you. If it's their first day at swimming, maybe that's a big one, but you don't need to be there every week to go see them at swimming. Just make your priorities of what events and things you want to be there for and need to be there for. If work calls you late and it's a meeting with a big important person, you probably need to be there. But if it's just to finish something, you can probably finish those emails and things you need to get out later at night and still make your appointment. So choose what your priorities are in the order, and be prepared that these things are going to come up and how you're going to overcome them. And the next one I had down was the backup option. So say your kid does fall and hopefully not break a leg, let's go for something slightly more subtler but something comes up and maybe Nana can't pick the kids up from school, so you have to go do it. Find the backup time. So let's go and, alright, I'll do it while the kids are swimming instead. While they're swimming, I'll just do a quick loop around the block for 15-20 minutes. Or whether in gymnastics, or maybe I just have to run up and down the road today while the kids can watch me the whole time from the front lawn. Or maybe I have to take it with the kids today and take them on their bikes. Just find your backup options where you're going to try and fit this in if you're not going to get it in when you plan time. And the other thing is, write your realistic goals, realistic training. So if you want to get into training and you've got a plan and it's saying you've got to run 10 hours a week or something, or you've got 5 or 7 training sessions a week of half an hour to an hour, you kind of want to make sure it is realistic. I know people come with the great goals and they're usually telling me, yep, I'm going to come to boot camp 5 times a week or 4 times a week, and this is what I'm going to do. That's fantastic. We'd love to have you there that often, but sometimes just getting there 2 or 3 times a week with us is great, and then doing something that's quick from home, so going out to do your run while the kids are at sports, or going straight from home at 6 a.m. while everyone else is still asleep in the house. Trying to find, it's not, you don't need to go and make this big gesture every time. Sometimes just some simple options from home are going to be just as good for you as well. And the mixed up in variety. And the last one, as I mentioned before, I reckon write your goal up on the wall. If you can see it every day when you come in, you know what you're aiming for. Be it if it's weight loss, have you at the ideal weight you want to be. If it's to run your 50k like me, you want to see that registration up on the wall every day. Yep, that's what I'm doing, that's where I'm going, or my elevation or something, so I know what I've got to train for. If yours is to run 5k, draw your graph maybe of from your running 1k now 2k, and have each week so you can cross it off. Have something visually on your wall that you can see and register and see yourself where you want to go. And when you see that, and that's going to help you get there. Hopefully that's useful to people, and I'll catch you on the next one.